It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Carbonite, where you can get a 15-day free trial by going over to geekazine.com/carbon-free. Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. February 22nd. We're going all the way back to 1630 on this one for a little bit of geeky knowledge. Popcorn is introduced to the Pilgrims by an Indian named Quadequina. She delivered it to them in deerskin bags as the contribution to the first Thanksgiving dinner. Of course, Indians were growing popcorn 1,000 years before even European colonists arrived. 1912, National Cash Registers, or NCR, becomes the first company ever prosecuted under antitrust laws. In 1983, 17 American and Japanese companies form a group to support 3-inch floppy disks and a drive with a capacity of 500,000 bytes. 1989, renowned physicist Stephen Hawking publicly denounces the Star Wars project a deliberate fraud. Of course, the Star Wars project was the defense space program that was developed by the Reagan administration. 1996, Disney launches Disney.com website to provide a travel guide for Disneyland and Walt Disney World amusement parks. 1997, Roseland, Scotland scientists announced that they have successfully cloned an adult sheep named Dolly. It was cloned from an adult somatic cell through the process of nuclear transfer. And of course, we read a couple days prior when Dolly actually passed away from a congenitive heart disease, if I remember correctly. 1999, AMD releases the 400 megahertz K6-III processor featuring a 64 kilobit level 1 cache, 256 kilobit level 2 cache, 3D Now graphics instructions, DirectX 6.0 support. It incorporates 21.3 million transistors on a 0.25 micron process. And it was codenamed Sharptooth. Also in 1999, the first Internet Bank of Indiana, opens, becoming the first full-service bank accessible only through the Internet. And the HPW 600ET is announced by Hitachi. It's a tablet-style handheld computer featuring Hitachi 128 MHz SH4 processor, 7.5-inch color display, Windows CE, and a modem for $1,199. And now this word from our friends over at Carbonite who want to help you pursue your passion. February is the month of love, groundhogs, and static electricity. Colder homes are nice for computers, but the static charges they give from being too dry can be more than a shock to your system. They could render your computer useless. If you don't protect from the winter month, you could find your machine and all of its data gone. Carbonite is here to help with that. Founded in 2005, Carbonite backs up over 300 billion files to their secure servers, from photos of your newborn to important videos of the family and friends, not to mention those years of scanned documents you've been spending days digitizing. All of it gets stored in their secure cloud so you're protected from fire, theft, other acts, but also able to pull it down from your iPad to show those cute pictures to friends and family. Your data is secure, encrypted, and free from static electricity, and if you are a small business in the healthcare market, Carbonite can help since they are HIPAA compliant. It's your life backed up for $59.95 a year, a small investment in important files. For more information, check out geekazine.com/carbon-free. That's geekazine.com/carbon-free. Back up now, back up often, and back up off-site with Carbonite. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. In 2000, AMD releases the 550 MHz K6-II processor for $189. District Judge Thomas Penfield Jackson compares the Microsoft Corporation to the monopoly once held by Standard Oil. He says that there was little difference between the Windows operating system and the oil monopoly, and he goes on to say copyright does not protect the conduct in which your company is charged. Also in 2000, Palm Computer introduces the Palm III-C handheld computer with a 20 MHz Motorola Dragon Ball EZ processor for $449. They also introduced the Palm III-XE handheld computer for $249. Texas Instruments introduces two new digital signal processor microchips designed for wireless high-speed internet access, the C64X and the C55X. And VIA introduces the Cyrix 3 processor, 400 and 433 MHz speeds with a system bus of 100, 124, and 133. They were codenamed Joshua, and the prices ranged from $89 to $99. 2001, Apple Computer introduces a new line of iMacs featuring the CD-RW drives, FireWire ports, iMovie, iTunes, and 40 GB hard drives with 600 MHz PowerPC G3 processors. Also in 2001, the Quintus Corporation files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and announces a deal in which Avaya would acquire the company. Quintus acquired Mustang Software. Of course, they made the Wildcat BBS software in 2000. 2002, Microsoft releases a special edition Xbox video game system in Japan. It features a distinctly colored smoke black translucent case, an HD TV adapter, Dolby 5.1 audio, and includes a keychain embossed with Microsoft chairman Bill Gates' signature. He hands the first Xbox sold in Japan to Atsushi Ishizaka for about $300. 2005, version 3.0.4 of the scientific Linux Fermi LTS operating system is released. 2007, Apple and Cisco announced an agreement under which both companies would use the iPhone name worldwide. Cisco acquired the iPhone trademark in June of 2000 with the acquisition of the InfoGear Technology Corporation. And, of course, October of 2006, Apple was granted trademarks in Australia and Singapore for the handheld device. 2008, Paul Liska joins Motorola as the chief financial officer. And Yahoo board members were starting to put legal action into the Microsoft bid so it could be reviewed properly. And in 2009, Gawker puts the gossip site Defamer up for sale. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And, of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.